Now to Santa Cruz, where the famous wharf is back open. 11 days ago, the Santa Cruz area was hit by the biggest ocean swell in 30 years.
John Ramos reports that many businesses are back open, even as questions persist about its future.
The Santa Cruz Wharf is once again open for business, and the mayor says it's completely safe. But not everyone shares his confidence that there's nothing more to see here.
Good morning. How's everybody? Pretty good day, huh?
It was a good day compared to Christmas Eve, when a previously closed 150-foot section at the end of the wharf broke apart, sending 2 buildings, broken pilings, and other debris into the ocean. On this day, Mayor Fred Keeley announced that despite the challenges, there was good news.
We're trying to emphasize the concept that when you build a half-mile long commercial road over open ocean, you're going to have to be pretty careful about how you maintain that. And what we know is that this wharf is sound and safe for you to be here, for our merchants to open back up, and for people to come here and visit again.
The city is declaring it safe after an engineering firm, Moffitt & Nickel, completed a visual assessment of the remaining structure. They said it is in okay shape thanks to a dedicated program of maintenance by a permanent crew of workers.
It is aging. It's 110 years old, and there's definitely some wear and tear but the wharf staff here is constantly, every day, replacing members, replacing piles, replacing beams, replacing the hardware. I mean, that's what was going on when the wharf collapsed. Has it lost significant strength? I don't think so. I think it's still largely in intact condition.
The city says the end of the pier collapsed due to damage from 2 previous storms in late 2023 and early last year. But John Bombaci disagrees. He served as wharf supervisor for 11 years before retiring in 2021 and says back then he was warning the city that the structure was starting to come apart.
There was nothing that happened recently that really caused that to go like that. It was loss of shear. And they will start to lose other sections of the wharf. We knew this was happening. We had made some repairs to like band-aid it here and there.
Do they need to do something in order for the rest of it to stay up?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The next thing that's going to start going is the east parking lot.
Philip Bartek was in the area and watched when the end of the wharf collapsed, sending huge splintered lumber to beaches as far away as Watsonville.
And I saw the piles, and the piles was rotted inside and was not looking like perfect condition. And we got many piles here under the pier, and this is 100 years old. So I think the 1 week for checking the pier is not a long time. We need to check it out probably more, a little bit more.
But for the people who make their livings on the wharf, time was of the essence, having already lost 2 important holidays. Joel Marini is a 3rd-generation candy maker on the wharf who relies heavily on the tourist trade. He's staying cautiously optimistic that the city's assessment is correct.
They weren't very happy when they were closed because they didn't see nobody was saying how long it was going to be. But it's been 2 weeks, I guess. We're open. We're praying for supposedly there's some big surf coming. High tides the next week or so, but I think they can do their job. I'm not pressing the city. I'm not going to hold it against the city if something else falls apart, but I think they've got it.
Everyone is hoping that all's well that ends well, if in fact it's the end. The mayor says because of climate change, it might not make sense to replace the lost portion of the wharf. And the structural engineer said he thinks it's probably a good idea in the future for them to close the pier during times of particularly high surf.